Good morning, my family. I know it's been quite a while right now. As you can see, there's been a lot of changes on the homestead. I have been very, very busy. I'm actually going to spend a brief time on this video with some coffee moment time with you. A couple questions has been coming to me, and I felt like this is my downtime due to the fact that it's actually fixing to rain for the next 4 days and I really can't do much outside. I'm going to take you on a tour of what I've been up to and show you where we are at with the gardens and what our next step is actually. I'm working on two things at once. I'm working on redoing the homestead. For one, deep cleaning and reorganizing. I couldn't take the place the way it was. It was just too cluttering to me, and I just OCDing. And a part of that is the reason why I'm going to have this coffee time moment with you. When it comes to homesteading in my everyday life, how do I do this, especially when I do it by myself? With all the things that have happened within my life and where I'm at right now, I'm in a different place. So that different place means I want things more organized for me. I want things more bright for me. And so I'm doing that. Let me take you on a quick tour so far of what has done. Now, the area toward my kitchen, it's going to be a little bit harder to see, but I'm going to try to do this the best I can for you. Right now, this is just our dining room. I actually took that cabinet right there. It was in two at one time, and I just stacked them on top of each other the way they were originally supposed to be in the first place. I had set up a very nice centerpiece. I'm going to be changing out these flowers, but I've done a better centerpiece. To me, it's more countrified. Our cabin isn't set up anymore for lodge per se as it is a country cabin, and I am so happy in this place. Here we found an inexpensive cabinet over at, let me see if I can turn this for you just a little bit. I found an inexpensive cabinet right there, that black one. I found this one here at Walmart for $34. It was actually on sale. I took advantage of it, y'all, and I stacked all of my dried ingredients. This makes it so much easier than running to the pantry behind me. However, that is still functional. So I put basically the cans in here and the dry stuff out here. And in that other cabinet I showed you, I've been doing that as well. Let me take you around a little bit. Okay, I basically wanted organization, so I tried to set that up. This is now the kitchen area. Though it's not perfect at all, believe me, it's lived in. But it's more organized for me. Then I come over here into this room. That's the rest of my kitchen. And then I come in here. And this is that cabinet I was showing you about earlier. It's a pretty long, tall cabinet. The coffee table now, and that is the centerpiece, which I absolutely love. And look, y'all, I got sunshine coming in here now. I am so happy for that. And we come over here, and then we have this cabinet here, and that my centerpiece right there that holds my casserole dishes. So I mean, this is what I have been doing in here. Now let me take you outdoors. Okay, so these are those raised beds that we have been putting up. Right now I'm at a standstill, not only due to rain, but the company that I'm getting the soil from literally is out. So I have to wait until they get another shipment in. That's the two right there. And then I have two here that are completely finished. I just finished this one yesterday. And then I have partial of this, which I did yesterday as well. These two beds, this one and this one, I've been doing on my own, y'all. And then I still have these two right here. So we have a total of 7 new beds, which I am super excited about. We still have our two 20-footers there. Go slow on you, sorry. And then this 10-footer here. So I still got all this growing space. And we have been making some pretty good plans about it all. I mean, it's just, I'm going to show you the rosemary. This was probably not one of my brightest moments on doing gardening, but this is amazing. This is the first time I literally bought rosemary, and no, I did not do these by seed, y'all. I have been trying rosemary for 2 years, only to fail. I have this one here, and this one right here. And where is this at? This is in one of the 20-footer beds, right there on the corners. This is the first time my rosemary grew beautifully. I know it's going to get pretty big and it will probably spread. However, I think for me, that was the best choice I did because this is the richest place to put my rosemary. I tried straight in our ground to fail every single time. I tried in a pot and it lasted a little while. It just did not last long. So this here also was a surprise to me because this is where I planted cilantro last year. It reseeded itself and it's growing up again. So that was pretty cool. I've been taking all of those fabric grow pots, which one's right there? We're working on the garden beds again. I'm going to have to top these, but I've been taking all of those grow pots and we are dumping them. We are starting over. I'm literally getting rid of these swimming pools as well. We are upping our game, basically. We're reorganized and we're rethinking our gardening. This year, when I do my videos with you on this homestead, I want this homestead to show that this hard work can be very, very well worth it. And for us, now I'm going to tell y'all, this took us going on 6 years. This was not overnight. This is not in one day. This was 6 years saving, working, testing, and so much more. I am super excited because I am seeing so much potential right now in this homestead. I can't contain my joy. So, and I look forward to showing these videos to you. I look forward to showing you what can be possible, even if it's not these beds, y'all. Regardless on this bed system, the fact that we can grow our own vegetables is amazing because and I'll get into that, what I'm seeing there and from the flavors and from here, it's amazing. My husband also, because we do this little tan box right here, bless their hearts. I literally, yes, I talked to my honeybees. These honeybees has stayed with us all winter long, even in temps that were down to 7 degrees. We are blessed to still have these babies. And while I was filling up these beds, they would come and buzz by my ear and check out what I'm doing. It was kind of cool. So I would talk to my girls. So we treated them very special. And we also got hyanthus flowers for them because they actually like it. So we got them their own little bed too. And so we're making some big changes. We're going to try to do our own swarms this year. I'm looking at my little girls right now. Hi, babies. Hi, little girls. So we're hoping that they keep on, but I don't know. It's getting at that point. We don't know. We haven't really been in it much because of the weather. We try not to disturb them at this point. We don't know if there's a queen. We don't really know much. We just know that these babies are hanging around with us. So we'll check it out here later when the temps get better. So my friends, you can see, excuse me, I had to fix this chair. So you can see what we're doing around here on the homestead. I've been extremely busy for the past 2 weeks. Some of you have even asked me, how do I get the energy? Truthfully, it's not as easy as you would think. I am quite tired. However, I have a goal in mind. Years past, especially for the past 2.5 years, honestly, I will tell you and give you a little bit about myself before we get into this new year. To me, it's a brand new year, y'all. 2024 is an absolute brand new year for me that I set goals for. Did I do a New Year's resolution? No, it wasn't about that. It was about literally changing my life. Hang on a minute. After Smokey, y'all. So, about changing my life. Basically, for the last 2.5 years, and I've been on here for a year, and I hide things well, but I've been a very depressed person. The doctor put me on medication, and it had a very bad side effect, and I told her no more. I was going to do this naturally, or I wasn't going to do anything at all. I honestly prayed a lot. My home stayed dark all the time. That was part of the things. It was like a pattern that I was doing. I was isolating myself so much from the world that I even barricaded this homestead into a cave. It became overwhelmed with so much clutter. Hold on a minute. I apologize, y'all. It became so much clutter. Literally a lot. I had thinned this homestead out so much. I couldn't even imagine half the things that I had. So, and it just did not look homey. It looked overwhelming. And so I gave up. And when going through this homestead, I realized how depressed I was, how I was trying to find something but couldn't find anything. And so I started changing. I wiped out all of what I used to know, changed all of my curtains, started opening them up, and whether it's sunshine or raining, I got daylight coming in this homestead. It's an amazing thing what happens when you get daylight in your home, what it does to the energy of your body. That was the first step. The second step is when I literally did that and I started seeing sunshine. I started seeing more in this homestead of what I wanted to do, especially since it's now me and my husband again. I started looking around and thinking, how do I really want this homestead? I think that's the first time I've done that since we bought this home 5-6 years ago. And so I wanted to make this into something. And I came to the point that I love country cabin. I couldn't do a lodge. I mean, this is too small, y'all. But I can do country cabin. This is who I am. This is what I do. It's a homestead. So I started changing things. And the more I did, even my husband came home one day, bless his heart. Y'all, you know you're doing something good when your husband comes in. He has no clue what you've done all day long. He's been at work, and when he walks through the door, he stops in his tracks because it's so noticeable. And honestly, I'll tell you, there were many things that I've done over the years that my husband does not notice. But when you do something that drastic that he stops in his tracks, looks around and notices, and then looks at me and says, whose house is this? That made me feel good. And I told him, ours and mine. I live in this thing every day. And if I'm going to live in it, I want it to where I'm going to be comfortable in it. As of right now, if I were told I had to be staying in this house for a week or two or longer, I would be comfortable because it's organized the way I can reach it. It is in a stance that I can enjoy it and I'm not overwhelmed. Just the thorough cleaning of this place, the freshness of it, the brightness of it. My depression, I realized, stemmed from what I was doing to my homestead. Why I just had no enthusiasm for anything. I was faking it. And then when I get to my gardens, I've had frustration after frustration, but point being of it was, part of it I couldn't do what I wanted to do, but the most part of it is I wasn't giving it what I want. I had to literally sit down a couple weeks, y'all. A couple weeks ago, I sat down off this camera. I had one-on-one moment with me and God and asked, and I said to myself, what do I want? What do I want out of this homestead? What do I want from this channel? What do I want in life? 2020, I told you all, had changed me forever. And so I needed to come up with, what do I want to do? I have never considered myself. I've always considered everybody else, from my family to my husband to everything in the world, but not me. So I had to come to that conclusion. What do I want? This homestead, y'all, is more than just a homestead. And basically, truth be known, if something ever happened to me, it probably wouldn't be what it is today, because this is mine. Everybody makes it known that this is what I do, and the reason I do it. Well, I do it because, first of all, it's extremely healthy for my husband and me. Our lifestyle, it's refreshing, it's flavorful, it's amazing, and I can be able to put freshness in on my shelves and in a jar. But there's another thing to it. It's also my serenity. I had to find a way. I have PTSD really bad. And so with that, it's like a soldier. I had to find something. Medication is just not the option for me. It's just, I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I had to find something that I could do. This homestead, I can do. Going and working in those gardens with these plants, knowing that I'm putting freshness on my table, and I could taste now. Since I quit smoking, March will be 1 year, I can taste my food, and oh my gosh, the flavor difference. And so it encourages me to want to get in that bed so much more, want to plant. And so that is my biggest serenity. When I am frustrated, when I am angry, or when I am in anxiety, the first thing I do is I put myself into this homestead. This place, outside, this whole entire homestead is my peace of mind. It is my medication. It is what God had given me, and I find Him in everything that I do. From cleaning and being the steward to my homestead, to attending the vegetables and pulling the weeds. And He takes me on a journey every day, and it helps me become a better person. The things that I went through in life could have made me so bitter and so angry. Instead, I am a different person because of that, and I'm thankful for it. So that showed me, I woke up 2 weeks ago, and I said, I'm done. I'm done. This is 2024, and I am done. From everything from our bedroom, our living room, this dining room, and that kitchen, to the outside has been a total makeover. My husband has no idea what's going on. He just knows that he likes it. He thinks that this is a whole person's new home, which is really cool. And I enjoy being in it now. I can't express enough. You all see the joy within me lately on my videos. And I'm smiling. I'm more excited. And because I am inspiring my own self through God showing me where I have been and why I'm not happy until now. And I am so overwhelmed with joy, y'all. My cup runneth over. There has been so many big changes that I can't thank God enough for. From you, this channel, to this homestead, to everything in my life. I just have a whole new outlook. And honestly, I feel like I just have a whole new birth in life. And it kind of is. I've woke up. And I have a whole new life in front of me, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be sad. I want to enjoy it. When I get in my kitchen anymore, y'all, when I'm cooking with you, there isn't a bursting excitement. Now, am I going to say I'm going to feel like this every day? There's no way. I mean, there are times, there are seasons, there are things that does happen. I could end up with a cold and not feel well. Something may happen in life, but for right now, I take one day at a time, and right now I am so overly happy I can't see straight. I enjoy being able to, if it's dusting off my shelves, I love where I'm at. And I cannot wait to get in the garden. So with that, let's get into the next thing we're fixing to do, because this is part of what's going on outside. Okay, we are literally sitting at 8 weeks before our last frost. The expected date of our last frost is April the 1st. Now there are a couple of seeds that I have been going through that need to be attended before that can happen. And I don't think these are not the right ones. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry y'all, I have 2 sets of seeds. These are for 4 to 6 weeks. So these are indoor plants that these can hold off just a little bit longer. I'm at 8 weeks right now, where this stack was 8 to 10 weeks. So, I mean, am I behind? I'm not sure, but we're going to go ahead and plant them today. I'm going to show you how I set up. And matter of fact, this rack right here, I'll have 1, 2, 3 racks right here that I'm going to be working with. And I'm going to be setting them up for these seeds. I'm going to keep this table free because the last couple years, I've taken our dining room table, which I'm sitting at right now. I don't remember, but before the kids even came here, honestly, we never really sat here. It was just sitting here being used for seeds or clutter. And I'm literally sitting at my dining room table and just, I'm hoping you can see the joy within me. I am literally feeling so much at peace and so comfortable and so blessed. I am blessed beyond measure right now. But anyways, so here's what we're going to be planting today. And I'm going to show you my seed starter, how I do my mix, how I'm going to go ahead and start these. And then I'm going to show you the lighting and I'm using a timer on mine. And I'll show you that whole setup. So we are going to start with wild za'atar oregano. I am going to actually learn how to make my own za'atar seasoning, and this is part of it. Oregano is one of the biggest ingredients in za'atar. And they say it's hard to kill mint. Y'all, somehow, some way, our mint got killed on this homestead. You know, I told you, it's a whole new year, it's a whole new life, it's a whole new everything, including me and the way I feel. So we're going to start over. We're going to start with some spearmint and peppermint. We're going to grow these indoors. I am going to grow some French thyme. I use this a lot in our Mediterranean food. We're going to grow, now these here, absolutely, these were 8 to 10 weeks, so I need to get this started now. We have Ozark giant bell peppers. I have Keystone resistant giant bell peppers. Pimento peppers, which help make us our own pimento cheese. Some California Wonders. And then another one, 8 to 10 weeks, is eggplant. We are going to try this again, but this time in the raised beds because I have depth. I can work with these raised beds and know that my roots will have plenty of depth. And let's see if we can't get some beautiful eggplant as well. Now I have 2 types. I have one that you buy at the grocery store, which is the Black Beauty. And then I have ones that are a little bit elongated, and these are called diamond eggplant. And then here, y'all, you know I've got to do my San Marzano tomatoes. These, out of all the other tomatoes are 4 to 6 weeks. These take 8 to 10 weeks. So we're going to start San Marzanos. They are a different brand for where I wanted to be, but I'm going to try them out because I love the fact that I can use these in my sauce. I love how they taste, and I love how they make the most amazing sauce ever. So this is what we're going to start now. In about 2 weeks, we're going to go ahead and finish the others, and we will go through those as well. Now, at that point, I'm not going to show you how to do this, but I will tell you right now what we will be growing in 2 more weeks. So I do love my red rosellis. I don't want to have to purchase another bag of them. If I have to, I will, but we're going to do red rosellas, or others call them Florida cranberries, or a red hibiscus. It's rosellis. We have some Florence fennel. I definitely love this licorice flavored sauteed in our food, so we are going to be making some fennel. We have some parsley we're going to redo in stalks. We have 2 different types of basils. We have a Italian large basil, and we have the Genovese basil. Now this is just the indoor seeds, y'all. This is not the seeds that are going to be direct planted. We have so much more we're going to plant. And basically, when you walk into a grocery store, just about every vegetable that you can buy there is going to be outside on this homestead. But anyways, the other indoors, we're going to do our cherry tomatoes. You know that I love my cherry tomatoes in my cooking. I put them in my beans, my salads, and all that. So we have black cherry tomatoes. We have sunrise bumblebee tomatoes. We have, let's see, champagne bubbles. We have some large red cherry tomatoes. And then we have sweetie tomatoes, cherries. So those are going to be out here. We then have our beefsteaks, our Rio Grandes, which these are good for making salsa and stuff like that out of. Same with Roma tomatoes. We're going to go ahead and do these again as well. We have our Cherokee purples, which kind of have somewhat of a smoky flavor. They're actually really pleasant. We have our Abe Lincolns and our Red Delicious. And I'm still waiting because I have some Kellogg's breakfast that we're going to be adding as well. So these are the ones we're going to start in about 2 weeks. So at this point, you all, I am going to take and probably what we'll do is I'll add it to this right now. I'm going to set this up where I can get the seeds started. Or no, actually, I'm not going to put that on this video. We're going to do a whole video on this alone because I want to spend time with you and making sure that you can see what's going on. And I will be able to be in more detail with you how I plant this, even by working the seeds, because I'll tell you what, this time I'm going to take and pay attention to what I'm doing myself. I used to honestly even plant my seeds very carelessly, just pop them in there, let's go, I'm done, because I had no enthusiasm. I don't even know what I was doing. I know what I wanted, but I just didn't have that drive. Today I have that drive. Today, I've seen so much in life, but to be honest with you, since this channel has grown, many of you have been responsible for where I'm at right now. I have one in particular, Miss Kathy, thank you. You are like my best friend, and I can't thank you enough for the communication that we do. And there are quite a few others of you who we speak on a personal basis. You all need to know that you inspire me. You made me stop and think about life, and you made me even improve on myself to the point that I even feel so much better. I take care of myself better. I have to admit, y'all, it's kind of funny but sad at the same time. I'm used to working, but I was working and going with the flow in life. Today I'm working for a purpose and to take care of myself. It was kind of funny because I was asked, do I ever use an Epsom salt bath? Well, at the time, I honestly have to say, no, I never did. I never took care of myself or thought of myself enough to take care of my aches, my pains, and that. The other night, I had some lavender Epsom salt, and I put it in my bath, and y'all, I slept like a baby. It felt so good to soak, and all my aches and pains, I don't know who I was, but I felt like I was in heaven. I feel today like I'm thriving to live. The more and more that I see things, the more and more that I am feeling to the point of blessed from 2020 to where I'm at now. I see now what my purpose in life is, and it's amazing. But I have to thank you. A lot of you really don't understand how much you have inspired me. You all say I inspire you, but you have inspired me. And on top of holding me accountable is amazing. So right now, I've getting so much exercise, I have not been to the gym, but I have lost 3 pounds. Woot woot. And so I'm happy for this. But I'm working on it, honestly. And being in that deep depression, I really didn't understand what that was. It was like natural for me. Today I recognize it, and I do not want to be that person again. I really don't. It's sad, y'all. It's sad life. I couldn't smile. I couldn't find nothing to be happy for. I just lived life every day, and I didn't know what I want. I do now. My home, to me, is like stepping in a whole new world. And I can drink my coffee. I can sit back and think, wow, this place is so beautiful. Life is beautiful. This coffee tastes amazing. And some of the new things that I'm trying in life, from flavored honey I never knew existed. Holy smokes. Some of the things y'all are sending me to try is, you're taking me to a whole new world. And I thank you for that. Thank you for inspiring me to be creative even more. And like I said, my cup runneth over. So y'all, this is the Homestead. Welcome to Parton's Heritage Homestead. My name is Carrie, and welcome to 2024 on our homestead, because we got a lot going on. From the kitchen to the outdoors, from planting seeds to learning how to can, preserve, dry, and to use the food that we make. We are going to have fun this year. I am going to enjoy stepping into that kitchen. I'm putting on my apron and creating the most amazing low-carb Mediterranean foods. Some may not be so low-carb. Some call what we do, we're not keto. We just are low-carb. And where the low-carb comes from is choosing the simple carbs. We don't do sugary treats. We don't do... For my husband, he can't have regular bread, so we will substitute that with keto bread for him, or low-carb tortillas and things like that. But for me, occasionally, I will be baking a Pullman bread, and I will freeze what I don't need, and use it as I go along, because I can use whole grains, and I can use pasta where he can't, so I will substitute his with spaghetti squash. This is how low carb will work. But all in all, it's all going to be Mediterranean, which is nothing but fresh fruits and vegetables, lots of them, lots of beans, lots of poultry and fish, little bit of red meats, and basically sometimes maybe just plain vegetables. We're having eggplant parmigiana tonight, and I cannot wait to get in there in that kitchen, this beautiful, beautiful kitchen, with my apron on and creating my meal. Y'all, thank you very, very much for inspiring me to find the sunlight, inspiring me to know that life isn't all gloom and doom, and that I have a purpose. And I waited a long time for this. The key was given to me. The door was open, And so many beautiful things have happened in my life that I am blessed beyond measure. So thank you for that. And I thank God. I thank God for opening up my eyes and for allowing me to realize what I've been doing and why I wasn't happy. And, you know, cameras can hide a lot of things. I can do one thing, but when that camera's turned off, y'all, I have a real life. And my real life, I was not a happy person. So today I'm learning how to be happy. Right now I'm working hard. But it's going to be worth it in the end, because once this hard work is over with, I can sit back and therefore enjoy. And so I won't be hurting so badly or stressed out so much. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm almost finished. I still have more work on this homestead to complete before it's a complete home. I still have more work outside to do, as those raised beds are not completely finished. So once all that is done, I'm still working on getting ready for everything to happen. This has got to be started now as well. So that's my next step. I needed this coffee moment with you all to know that I understand that life is real. What I don't want to do anymore, and here's what I found I was doing. I have one particular best friend from Michigan. She has known me now for over, good Lord, at least 12 years. And it saddens me to say what I'm about to say, but it's the truth. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I have to take a drink, but it saddens me to say what I'm about to say, but this is basically truth. The fact is every time we would speak on the phone, I had gloom and doom everywhere in my life. There was nothing inspirational. There was nothing happy. How she stuck with me all these years, really, I have no idea. I couldn't find joy. I really searched hard, but I couldn't find joy. And I'll be honest, that can drain other people's energy. It was draining me. Honestly, I couldn't stand being with myself in my own home. I couldn't run away from myself. And so I had to figure out what my problem was. I get it. So if you're in a point where I was, that you feel like there's nothing, you look around and you can't find joy in anything. Everything is miserable around you. Change a curtain. Let sunshine come in. If it's a beautiful day, open up your windows and allow that fresh air in. Change something in your home that you want changed, or something. Just make something change. Find what will change the fact that whatever is drowning you, even if it's changing your routine and something to eat, something. Just do something different. It really matters. I don't need medication. I need to be inspired. That is all. God inspired me to move on. And so everything that I was dwelling in, it's gone. Y'all, there's nothing I can do with life the way it was. I can do with something with life the way it is now. When I change myself, when I change my atmosphere, I can make my life so much happier, including being in a happier marriage. I was destroying myself. You know, I looked at the world was so cruel, or the world's doing this. It was me. Let's be real. It was me. I just couldn't find peace. Today I do. And I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really excited. So I hope you're willing to go with me in this one, y'all, because we are going to have some fun. How do I get my energy? Sunlight. Beautiful coffee. My mind. That's where my energy is coming from. I have a whole new life in 2024. It's going to be a brand new life. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. I love you. I honestly love you all so, so much. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, we are going live. And there ain't no telling what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to last no 3 hours like we did last week, y'all, because I don't think I could handle that. But y'all make it so much fun to sit at that family table. So, remember, Saturday, 7 p.m., 7 Central, February the 10th, we are going to go live. I think it was easier on Saturdays. It is for me. We actually have a game to go see with our grandson, so I wouldn't be home anyways. Saturdays do work, and I really, I'm sorry that I'm going to run into everybody else, but I'm understanding why they choose Saturdays too, because it is actually a busy day for us anymore on Fridays. So I will be with you again. We have so much more to do. I have some more videos coming up, and we're going to pre-plan these because this is going to be amazing, y'all. I'm going to show you detailed how we're going to plant some seeds, how I do this, how I grow them, and what we do step by step. We got a lot of communication. We have a lot of videos coming up, y'all. I love you. I got work to do. So until next time, much love. Mwah, from Parton's Heritage Homestead.